Good morning, or good day, or whatever time you're watching this video. I just got finished up watching Shakespeare's Othello, and throughout the film I couldn't help but relate it to a modern day Marvel movie, Captain America Civil War. There's a lot of parallels, especially the theme of jealousy and jealousy spreading throughout the entire film. Iago calls jealousy the green-eyed monster because it's uncontrollable and it consumes you completely, or it can. And it's also spreads from person to person. In Othello, the jealousy starts with Iago, and then it worms out and spreads to Othello, and by the end, he's so jealous that he murders his wife. Similarly, in The Avengers, Zemo is jealous of the Avengers because they defeated Ultron in the previous film, and that leads him to hatch this scheme, and his jealousy starts to infect Iron Man, which almost starts to infect Captain America himself. Anyway, in Captain America, Iron Man's jealousy is what leads him to, in the end, break up the Avengers because he's jealous of Bucky for befriending Captain America, but he's also jealous of Captain America for being an outsider, similarly to Iago's jealousy of Othello of being an outsider in Venetian society. He is jealous of Captain America for being the outsider and rising up and being America's hero and leading the Avengers. I think this is very interesting because what does that say about our society? That our heroes are jealous, and honestly, a lot of the time, they're not even that great people. I think it tells us that we humanize our characters. Even from the biblical times in the Bible, Saul is jealous of David for defeating Goliath. So that just goes to show that jealousy throughout in centuries has been a thing that we studied and we wrote stories about. And I just want to ask why. Why do humans study and write stories about jealousy? And personally, I think it's to teach us. I think it's to teach us that jealousy is a thing that we need to keep our eyes on and that we need to be careful of it, because if not, it can consume us similarly to how jealousy consumed Iago and eventually consumed Othello to drive him to kill his wife, which is something that he didn't want to do. I think it's evolved, honestly, jealousy in stories, because I think that when societies wrote stories about jealousy and it taught their young about jealousy, it taught them to be careful of it and to be wary and to be careful. And those are the societies that grew and conquered and continued to grow until modern day. And I think it's just it's the residual that we still talk about, and we still need to talk about jealousy to this day. Now, why do humans even have jealousy? Jealousy is a feeling to protect the people that we love and the friendships and the relationships that we care mostly about. When we think that a relationship is harmed, we tend to get jealous, and I don't think that that's necessarily a bad thing, but it is a thing that we need to be careful of. So, I'm not saying that we should never get jealous. Obviously, jealousy is an emotion that is evolved into humans, and we have it for a reason. So I guess what I'm saying is, not only should we be careful of jealousy, but we should also go out there and get jealous, because it's part of who we are. It's kind of beautiful that we have this emotion just to we have this emotion just to protect the people and the relationships that we have, that we hold dear to us. Anyway, get out there, get jealous, but be careful, because you don't want to get consumed by the green-eyed monster like in all these stories of the past. Thank you very much for listening, and yeah, there we go.